Yeah. So in regards to how Christianity has been represented as far as its truth claims being either myth or fact, true or not true, um, I think that it's been very much misrepresented. And I'll give you a couple of examples. Um, so, like I said earlier, books like The God Delusion, they are so very popular. They are so very held to such a high esteem by supposed intellectuals. But some simple philosophical arguments easily defeat things that have been said in the new with from the new atheists and from this new attack on classical theism. Um, just some arguments such as Aquinas's The Five Ways, or or the cosmological argument. I honestly haven't heard a good rebuttal to from these supposed new atheists to arguments such as the cosmological argument. We were just privy to a great debate between Christopher Hitchens and William Lane Craig, and these arguments were not at all addressed by Christopher Hitchens. And if someone were to actually look at that, it's almost sad how quickly he dismissed and didn't even pay any attention to the arguments, the philosophical arguments for theism. So these are just widely just kind of glanced over. Um, and also, that's about it. Yeah, I think some of the philosophical arguments and some of the more rigid theistic arguments have just been overlooked or underrepresented in Christianity.
What do you think, DJ? Any last comments on the misconception that Christianity is irrational, blind faith, just completely subjective, mythological type beliefs? Is that Christianity?
I think that it is true that it has been misrepresented, unfortunately, and I'm willing to say individuals like Joel Osteen have misrepresented Christianity really bad. Individuals like T.D. Jakes, which they have no substance whatsoever in their Christianity, and it's sad. I mean, when you compare that to classical Christianity, and when you compare that to the actual scholars like Gary Habermas or J.P. Moreland, which when you listen to them talk about what Christianity really is, you have a completely different side of a coin, and what I want to touch a little bit about what Chris was saying about these new atheists that are just on a rampage against Christianity. I think that these guys, it's very sad. I think to that I always have to hear, and I always have to listen to their they're bad mouthing Christianity. They're bad mouthing Christians. They don't really come out with any substance in their arguments, and all they really do is they just they name call. They name call people. They name call us, and that's not what an intellectual debate is supposed to be about. An intellectual debate is supposed to be about the actual concepts, and so far I've seen very little of that, especially when it comes to the atheists.
Yeah,
I just thought I should mention that.
let me give another couple of examples real quick. Bill Maher, he's obviously an atheist, obviously against religion, and as his new movie Religulous clearly portrays. But his arguments from the movie and from any time you might have heard him are really against religion, and thinking that it's ridiculous to believe in it because it's myth. It's not scientifically provable, and he even goes as far as to say that it's not even historical, and that's clearly just a miscategorization of the Bible and the essentials of Christianity. We believe that Christianity is historical, and that the things that are fundamental to Christianity actually did happen in time, and that's just a pretty clear no-brainer when you read the Bible, and you see that this text is actually has the format of a historical document. There are names, there are dates, and to just blindly say that this book is not historical in any way and should be taken just as myth is just clearly not the way any sort of person who wants to look into Christianity with an open set of eyes would do so.
So what we have so far.
I wonder if we actually pose this kind of question to actual historians. If you actually ask them, is the Bible comprised of historical facts? What would they say? That would be my question. The actual historians,
Well, I
compared
mean,
to individuals like Bill Maher.
yeah, it would be a lot better to consult more learned people, more scholastic and academic type people, because Bill Maher, he's a comedian. What are we gonna learn from him? Maybe how to tell a couple of good jokes. Maybe how to make fun of some religion that we don't like or don't agree with.
Maybe we had to tell a couple of good bad ones too.
How to tell a couple of, oh man, but he's popular, and that's the thing. He's popular. People like his approach to making fun of things that he doesn't like, and so I think that gives him a lot of credibility with the average American, which is sad, and which is really not the way things should be. But unfortunately, that's the way they are, and that's the way we see it.
So what we got so far.
I agree with the same. I was gonna say I agree with individuals like I mentioned before, Joel Osteen, which are very famous among evangelicalism, and that's just very sad, very sad.
So what we got so far is I think two things that Christianity is not. We discussed the fact that Christianity is not merely a list of do's and don'ts, moral nitpicking. That's not what Christianity is. Neither is Christianity mere superstition, subjective, irrational, blind faith. That is not Christianity. These are popular conceptions, but they're misconceptions. We would like to dispel with those in some of our later segments. We'll get to those briefly.
Go ahead, Tim.
What is a minute? I don't know. Should we start even if there's like a minute left?
We'll just
All right, get ready for segment 3.